Coming up on HawkTV, we take a look at Latin Club advancing to nationals,
Silver Wing Spring Show,
and softball's return to playoffs.
This is HawkTV for Friday, April 27th.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Michelle Fenninger.
And I'm Hanya Qureshi. Latin students had success at the Texas State Junior Classical League state competition, and with 12 members advancing to nationals this July, I got to take a closer look at their success. Students will be attending the Junior Classical League national competition in July after placing in the state competition on April 14th. Latin teacher Courtney Herring and junior Victor Doan said that they are excited for the experience that JCL has to offer.
JCL, which is Junior Classical League, as a student in high school, as a teacher of high school students, I've been involved in a lot of different groups. The JCL really prides itself on acceptance and encouraging students to study. There is no type of human being that is not welcomed at one of these events, and everybody finds a friend, and everybody feels welcomed and loved. And I've never had students go to any level of event and come back and go, man, that was a waste of time, or I hated that. They make friends, lifelong friends from other states and other cities in the state.
They're just excited because if nationals is going to be anything like state, there's just going to be more spirit, more friendliness. There's just going to be a lot more people to meet and have fun with.
The Latin students advancing to nationals all competed in a choir ensemble contest, and Herring and Doan said that they are proud of the success they've had.
We're getting all those awards and placing, especially the vocal ensemble. I've been managing that a bit and seeing all this hard work that everyone in there pay off.
Is the level of practice this year, the commitment of the students. Almost the entire ensemble practiced regularly every week. So I think that really is what set them apart. Because it wasn't just that they were first out of a few, they were levels ahead of everyone below them. They got very high scores.
Herring said that she is impressed with the organization and how it affects her students in a great way.
Promoting the enthusiasm for classics. Latin has this, well, why study Latin kind of idea behind it. And they really show the kids how much there is to do out there with the classical education. And I love to see how much fun the kids have at this kind of stuff.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Hanya Qureshi. Now back to the studio. The members will be attending nationals July 23rd to 27th.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back.
New Algebra 2 teacher Sunila Gaikwad has been in America for 25 years after receiving her medical degree in India. Nico Cox got to take a closer look into her background.
Coming from India, Sunila Gaikwad originally planned to get into the medical field, but she soon realized she would have to change her career path.
Well, in India growing up, parents basically either went to engineering or you went to medical school. So I ended up in medical school. I got my degree, but then I got married and I came here, so I didn't practice at all. When I came here, my degree was equivalent to a bachelor's in science in the US, and I would have to go to 8 years of medical school again to practice. I didn't have the money to go to medical school.
After seeing her experience at the Purnell Support Center as a math teacher, Department Head Cameron Castellini said he knew Gaikwad would be a good fit at Hebron.
With pretty much anything, she was kind of a wild card. So that was attractive as far as where I could put her in different positions, and knowing her background, she could work with high level, low level, and everything in between. So it made her really stand out. And then just personality-wise, she was very amicable, and it seemed like it would work really well with students.
Gaikwad has found her true passion as a teacher, and Castellini believes this is shown through her dedication to helping kids learn.
In math is simply because I love teaching. That would have been my choice to become a teacher, but my parents did not approve of my being a teacher, so I ended up being a doctor. So when I came and I had that opportunity, I decided to become a teacher.
She is very involved with the students as far as wanting them to learn. And you can tell from that as another colleague, as another teacher. And you can tell when someone's passionate about absolutely anything they do and what they enjoy. And when she teaches her kids, she wants them to learn it. She doesn't take excuses for them not learning it. And it's not because she's a hard teacher. It's because she really cares about the kids. She really cares about the material and the kids understanding the material.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Nico Cox. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Nico.
Students have been preparing for the AP exams all year. Here's a reminder why you should take them seriously.
Last year during AP exams, I wasn't prepared at all.
I didn't go to any of the study sessions because I thought it didn't matter.
I stayed up late the night before and crammed all the material I should have learned.
I never paid attention in class while my teachers were telling me what to expect.
I skipped a week of third period AP English.
I never once picked up my pen in AP Psychology.
I passed all my tests with 70s. That means I don't need to study for the AP exam, right?
I watched all the Crash Course World History videos. I should be fine.
The AP exam came around and I didn't understand anything.
I started crying at my desk.
Don't procrastinate. Be well prepared for your AP exams.
Or else you'll end up with no college credits, like me.
The AP exams begin May 7th and end May 18th.
The Silver Wings Spring Show Life Highlights debuted last night. Cole Phillips got to take a closer look into the performance.
The Silver Wings have been working on their spring show, Life Highlights, since October. The theme of the show is Life Magazine, with dances inspired by a variety of its covers, from Michael Jackson to Martin Luther King Jr. to 9/11. Officers Katia Ramirez and Lainey Miksch believe that this year's show is impactful because the people in the audience will remember the events and be moved by the dances.
The dances kind of mean a lot to each one of us. Like, I think every single dance, like, someone can relate to it, or someone can be like, yeah, like, I remember that, or yeah, like, my parents went through that. So I feel like it's also going to bring in the audience a lot better and, like, connect our audience to our dances.
My favorite part of the show is probably our elite dance, which is our 9/11 tribute. It's really emotional, and I know that everyone can relate to us in this dance, even though we're young and weren't really, like, conscious very much. When it happened, we still understand the pain that those people went through, and especially our audience members, I think, will be able to feel that pain with us.
In her first year of directing the Silver Wings, Assistant Director Sammy Paradise has taken her previous career as a dancer for the Dallas Cowboys Rhythm and Blue Hip Hop team and implemented it into making the team more polished.
I would say how to break things down to teach dancers of different abilities and being able to make it all in one playing field, to be able to clean and polish on a professional level, and then bringing that to a high school drill team. It just adds an extra dimension to where they're just more polished.
Director Ann Bowling says that the spring show is the best part of the Silver Wings year because it shows off all of the dancing talents and abilities of the group.
Instead of everybody going to a pep rally each week to see one routine, we get to bring, 15 routines that are all different and show our style and talent that's all over the place.
Sophomore Mariah McCardle says she is happy with how the spring show has brought all of the Silver Wings together as a unit and encourages girls who are interested to join the group.
But I also didn't expect the family that I've gotten from it. There's 60 girls, and I've managed somehow to make a connection with all 60 girls. It may not be as close as to some other girls, but I feel comfortable going up to any girl and asking them any question.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Cole Phillips. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Cole. Life Highlights will perform again tonight and tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
With the regular season ending April 20th, softball begins to prepare for the first round of playoffs for the second year in a row. Elena Barnes got to take a closer look into the team's preparations.
Finishing the regular season with a 9-5 record, softball is headed into playoffs with momentum after finishing the second half of district play with a 6-1 record.
We're in a really good place right now. We had the best record the second half of our district, so I think we're actually trending up and we're peaking at the right time.
Because the first round of playoffs will be a challenge, head coach Jason Gwynn wants to focus on how his team will execute in order to advance to the second round.
Geyer's strengths is, again, they're consistent and they're solid throughout the lineup, but honestly, I'm not so much worried about them. I think it comes down to our ability to execute both offensively and defensively. So really, I'm just going to focus on us and making sure that we're sticking to our game plan.
Junior Maddie UC said her goal is to find a way to keep the team spirits high and play to the best of her ability to lead the team to a victory.
I'll motivate my team by staying positive and keeping our energy up during the game, no matter if we're winning or losing. I plan to contribute to the team by playing my best game and just leading us to the second round of playoffs.
As for junior Cecily Thompson, she thinks the challenges the team has faced this year will benefit its playoff run.
I definitely have trust in my team and my defense, so I think that as long as we just stick to what we know, we're never out of a game, and I think that we can definitely just overcome any team that we go against.
Impressed with the capability of the team, Gwynn is looking forward to how the players will perform in the playoffs.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what these girls are capable of in the playoffs. It's been pretty exciting watching them throughout the year. I think we're completely compared. We've been challenged all year, and we're at that time of the season now where you throw the record out and you just go out and play the best you can.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Elena Barnes. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Elena. Softball plays Denton Geyer tonight at 7:30 at Geyer.
Baseball has one more game left in the regular season. Elena Barnes got to take a closer look into the season's wrap-up.
With one more game left in the season, baseball's district record is 5-7. Head coach Steve Stone said the team has gone through some tough losses, but they found a way to overcome some obstacles they have faced along the way.
It's been a challenge. We've got off to a really rough start. We've just lost a lot of heartbreaking games in district, that hinged on one or two plays or one or two at-bats, and recently we've found a way to win those games rather than lose those heartbreakers.
Although the team had some tough losses to Marcus, Byron Nelson, and Flower Mound, Stone said they had high energy and stayed positive.
The resiliency's been really good, and it's been encouraging to see the guys still get after it and not quit, and just keep battling, and they've battled the whole season.
The highlight of seniors Michael Beatrice and Brad Halleck's season is how the team works together when they are focused and committed.
Got him. And our team's grown closer through the ups and downs, but one of the main things is just that we experience a lot of highs and a lot of victories as a team when we stay focused.
I just think that we've grown close as a team. We've learned what commitment really means and how to really stay focused throughout a game.
With the season coming to a close, Stone said he is proud of how far his team has come and he is proud of how hard they work.
In any sport, your goal is to win, but at the same time, you want to see your team continue to get better, and that's what I've seen with my team. They've gotten better and better as the year's gone. It hadn't been an easy ride, but they are all hanging in there and hanging with it. And that, as a coach, that's gratifying to know that your guys are still working hard, even at the end of the season, when the season hadn't gone the exact way that you pictured it.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Elena Barnes. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Lena. Baseball will play tonight at 7 against Southlake at Southlake.
In other sports news, track and field athletes will compete at the regional meet in UT Arlington today and Saturday.
And junior Jenny Park competed in the regional golf tournament Wednesday and yesterday at the Tierra Verde Golf Course in Arlington.
That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Michelle Fenninger.
And I'm Hanya Qureshi. Have a great rest of your day.
Have any story suggestions? Email us down below.
And follow us on Snapchat and Twitter.